Hello everyone, I'm just going in to find it. Come on.
Oh, I've set it up for you.
Yeah. Does it
You
have...
need to press play?
I've pressed live, but I don't know if it's on Facebook yet.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get there. My Facebook keeps locking me in and out every 5 seconds.
Let me just log in and check.
There I am. Bit of a moment. No, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to edit the post. I want to go in. Okay, there we
Is the post live on Facebook?
go. I think so. I'm in the video.
Let me have a look.
I'm wearing a different jumper from last week, which is how I can tell.
Let me have a look, and then I'll... Yep, it has gone live. That is a modern miracle that works. Now, why have we had to...
Hello, Dee, and hello, Debbie. Right, hello, everyone. So, tonight we're doing something a little bit funky. We're going to do an image transfer. This is what we did last week, but we're going to do an image transfer this week. And I'm going to show you how to do it with either a photo or with a jelly plate and a magazine print. So we're going to do the photo one first because it takes a while, and it might even take until next week, to be honest with you, because the longer you leave it without rubbing it with water, the better the print transfer works.
Maybe you could do a little bit of a Q&A afterwards, like answer people's questions.
Yeah, definitely. We're definitely going to spend some time answering some questions. So we'll do the photo one first, and then I'll explain what the process is there. And we'll do probably the rubbing back process next week. And then we'll go and do some fun jelly plating with the magazine prints. So an image transfer is basically when we take a printout, which this is a scan or a laser print, isn't it?
Laser print or photocopy?
A laser print or a photocopy works. Those are the ones that I suggest. I've used them before. I've had good results with both. And basically what you want to do is you want to put a generous coat of gel medium where you're going to put your photo down. We're not going to rub this gel medium on the actual photo or print, as it might smush the ink and the glue might actually not peel back. So just coming in, and like I said, we want a good generous amount. We want all that coated, because where it's not coated properly and when you've got an air bubble, it potentially won't work. This is actually quite simple once you've done your first one. And let's just come in now and let's try and get Amelia's lovely tongue-poking face kind of in the center. So yeah, there we go. And we're just going to come in and rub and make sure we don't get any glue on the back of this piece of paper now. Because what we're doing is we're pressing the ink from our print into that glue that we've just put on, into that gel medium. So we don't want any glue on top, and we don't want any glue on the actual photo, on the actual photo paper. We want glue on the place where we're going to stick it, where we want the transfer to go, and that's it. Now we're just rubbing that fairly down. Now, just as a heads up, it will be in reverse. So if you're doing text, you'll definitely need to print it in reverse. And just normal paper will do. I wouldn't go any thicker, as it might absorb too much of the ink, and then your print won't be as successful. And I try and avoid black and white photos unless they've got super high contrast, because you do lose some of those details. So I'm just going backwards and forwards. I'm trying to get rid of all these air bubbles here, although they might actually be collage bits from the week before on the page coming through, because we have done some pretty heavy rubbing. And I don't know if you can see this, but I'm starting to see the print come through, and that's what we want. I'm starting to see a little bit of that print come through, which is perfect. It means that we might nearly be done the rubbing. And then we're actually going to let it dry there in situ. And what we're just going to come and do is so then we can use the other page.
Use the word situ in appropriate manner.
Oh my gosh, my English is getting better. Someone write it in a history book. Rightio, here we go. So we're just coming. I'm just ripping that along the spine. And you can already see how it's starting to work. You see where we've ripped it here and we're left with the white and the ink's there? That's how you tell that you've got enough rubbing down pat, because that ink from that print has already started to stay there. Look at that. And it's not even dry. Thank you, Mott for your excellent glue. Right, there we go. So that's that one down pat. Oh, hello, Di. Oh, sorry. Oh, let me come back and say hello to everyone. Hello, Rosie and Raquel and Auntie Robin and Pam and Heather and Karen L. So we're going to let that one dry. And we want it to be dry. Like I said, the longer you leave it there, when you actually come in to rub it with some water to remove the paper behind, the better the print is. See how that's still wet there? So when it's still wet underneath, when that glue is still wet, when you go to rub it to get rid of the paper and leave the print behind, you actually take all of it. So we need it to be very dry. So we might leave that one until next week, but we're going to come and have some fun over on this page. Oh, that's a bit of a template. Now, let me just put my hair up before we get too much paint everywhere. I actually got paint in my hair last week and I managed to get it out without too much difficulty. But, yeah. Because I don't know where my hair tie went last week. Mid-class. It felt like my hair fell out. And, yeah. Should always have hair up while painting. It's a general rule we should keep to. So now, let's come in and have some fun with our jelly printing and how you can do image transfers with these. It doesn't matter how big or small your jelly plate is. It could be a small 4x6 one. That is all good. Mine is quite dirty. I also left mine in a heated car for several days down in Brisbane when I was a younger adult, which I do not suggest doing because it just makes it a little bit harder to do things on because it gets all affected by the humidity. And it overheats a little bit because they are made for British weather, and Australian weather is not quite like British, so quite like over in London and England. And yeah. Anyway, let's come in and have a go at this. So we need a magazine print. Very important that the print comes from glossy paper. So I've got a bit of an example here. Oh, that's not the example. That's my tooth surgery stuff. I can finally stop carrying around because my wisdom teeth have fully healed and I have all my feeling back in my gum, which you guys don't need to know. So this is the classic Gladstone News. I'm hoping this is the correct kind of print. It does not look like it. Maybe we go for a safer option. 1 minute. I think I have a safer option here. I do. I just need to get it. Here it is. Safer option. Outdoor magazine. Summer edition from many years ago. So let's come in and do one of these picturesque scenes. So we might do this one here. And we might also do one with a fair bit of text on it, so then you can see what it's like when you add text to it. Here we go. So we've got 2 prints. So what we're going to do is first is we're going to come in and let's just first add a layer of paint to our page. I think I'm just going to get the brayer for this one. And this is just so we've got some backing. So we're not going on to white because I want my background to have something. And you're going to need your brayer with your jelly mat, so then get your paint thinner up. Right, try and avoid that other page. If you want, put a piece of cling wrap down or glad bake. I did have a piece of glad bake that I was using in every class to protect the pages underneath. However, I think I stuck that in a painting a few months ago, around Christmas time. So it's great that I'm noticing it that it's now missing. Right. So let's come in with some green for, I think we'll do our grass scene first. So we just want to come in. And do a generous coat of that green. Get it nice and thin. I do find jelly printing sometimes a little bit difficult just because I'm heavy-handed, so I tend to overload the mat just a little bit. It's all about learning. So that paint coat is now very nice and thin, and what we're going to come and do is we're just going to come and put our little man on there and then rub him down. Maybe even and hopefully we get the scene. Fingers crossed. I don't know how much. It depends on the contrast of what you've got as well. So let's just come in now. And go for anywhere. What we might come and do is we'll lift that up. Like so. I'm just being very not to get paint on the other side. Well, we've got our other photo transfer. Hopefully I didn't have enough paint. Down? Okay. Like you can kind of see where the flowers were. Don't think it was the best example of one we could do. Maybe let's come in and do the text. Like you can see where the flowers were a little bit. We could probably choose a better picture to tell you the truth. But let's just come in and we'll do a lighter blue one now. Try a little bit less paint. There we go. I am determined to get this correct. I've done it before off lives perfectly. Right, here we go. Oh, perfect. There we go. We can see that that's going to work lovely. And nice, because we can see where that text is there. That is, well, I don't know if you can see it up there, but 1 minute, please. So we just come in and line this up. Just come in now and you'll notice that I'm using colours with high contrast and really getting in there with the brayer again. Ha! See, so we're starting to get that print in there. So we've got a bit of that text there. I do think we need to go for something, maybe a darker colour next time. And I've seen that it's a little bit more picturesque because the text is there. It's just so similar to the green colour that we've kind of lost it. So let's choose one with high contrast. That one might be good. Or see how these are all very similar colours? Not the best. We could go for him. If we wanted. Or let's try this dude out for size. If we don't like the end of it, we can just go over it with white paint and redo some printing. I've got no qualms. Okay, so just a little bit of paint. And let's do this again. Jelly printing. How's your dad feeling now? Dad is feeling... Hey, Dad, how are you feeling? Better?
Yeah, better.
Dad's feeling better. His gallstone pain is nearly gone. Which is positive. Because he's been suffering from it all day. Okay, let's just put a little bit more of that paint on. Okay, and then let's come in. Okay, let's hope this is a bit clearer now. So kind of a little bit clearer. I think we're doing colours that are too close together. 1 minute. We might actually try some white paint in a minute, I think. Before we try white, let's just go for this pink. Don't know why. Like, it's nearly clear there.
Are you doing something else now?
Yeah, I'm doing some jelly printing.
Okay.
Now, I'm kind of used to doing this in summer.
Yeah.
Which maybe should have been a Thor thought, now that I think about it.
What's that, Quentin?
Come on. You don't have a
Okay, here we go. Okay. Let's peel this one back. I feel like what we might do. Yeah, so let's just come in. And try this out for size. If in doubt, go for your favourite colour. Pink. Oh my god, look at that. So, starting to see a little bit there. I think we've gone too dark on our page quite quickly because of that green one that didn't have enough contrast. So what we might come and do is let's grab some white. I think what we might do is we might just come in and do a white print on it. So if we just grab some white paint, just give me 1 second. Right, the prints are working out okay. We've gotten dark very quickly. So let's just come in. Once again, work that colour in. More of a light pink, to tell you the truth. Okay, and then let's grab this one here with text. Right, stick him down. Way to use up magazine. Do experimenting with jelly printing. Ha, ha. Ha. There we go. Right. So we can see that's nice clear print. And we'll try going for here first. Hold up. 1 minute. Just getting some black cardstock and laying it down on the flat side, non-textured side. It came out a little bit, but not overly. It's not coming off my plate. I think when I rub it, it comes off. Interesting. 1 minute, please. Might actually be the fact that we're working on very good quality watercolor paper, because it's textured. Whereas this is like smooth, thin watercolor paper. Right, let's try it on the smooth stuff. Let's try going with this blue again. Because it might actually be that we're going on textured watercolor paper in the art journal that we're currently using. Because it's a cold pressed watercolor paper. Also could be that my jelly mat has severe damage to it. But I like to believe that it's not. But I would like to live in denial for a few more minutes. And then let's come in with perhaps, let's say, I'm just having a look. Let's try this story about 13 blokes. Here we go. Oh, look at that. And there we go. Starting to get that image transfer that we want. Okay. Ooh. Now that we're starting to get there, let's come in. Do this black here. Okay, and then let's use one that will be able to tell what it is. Do we have any of a person's face here? Do you have any of those Photoshop magazines on your desk?
You want a picture of a person's face?
Yeah.
From a magazine or from a...
From a magazine would be preferable. Don't worry, I think I've got this lady here. This should work.
If not, I've got a lady there.
Okay, we're looking for something a bit bigger. But yeah, no.
Okay. Fussy, we'll do some.
Yeah, I am being a little bit fussy. And that did not have enough. So it doesn't use the whites. So because that was mainly a white print, it took away everything. That's fun to learn, isn't it?
What's that?
Just the print we chose of the lady, because she was on a white background, it took all of herself away. Okay. Just trying to see if I can see what the ones with the people are in it. We will live. Right. One more go. Okay, and then grab one. I think that will be quite nice for this one. Okay, and then let's come in now. Okay, and there we go. So it does work. Just don't get the full detail you're expecting. And you have a lot more collage paper to use now. But we could also do things like where we come in, for example, if we just use this yellow to show you. So if we come in, we put this yellow down, and then let's just say grab some of our color cuts like these butterflies here. We put 2 of them down, and then maybe a flower as well. Another flower. Just some discernible shapes. Just trying to see if I've got any more flowers at my desk. I have a Pokemon thing which ain't gonna help. Here we go. Another butterfly. Then we come in. We put it down the side here. On. Then we are only left with those butterflies there. Then, peel that one off. If we come in, let's say, pink, and we do another layer. And if we grab our stamp, spend the time stamping in a honeycomb. And then maybe even coming in, just moving some circles of it. Then sticking our butterflies along the circle that we've drawn with our palette knife. I suppose in winter you have a little bit more time to work with this than what you do in summer. And then if we come and do the side that we didn't do last time round, look at that. And then we come in with that white again. Let's just first spray that with some water and clean that off real quick. I've got this lace here. Okay. So if we use this white, and if we come in with 1 second. Come in with a mandala. And we just rub back what we've got there. So if we just come in and we put this down, we roll that one down there and just try and remove the white on the outside, so then we only get the mandala. And come and put him in. We can kind of see where he was, kind of like a ghost print. Which means if we then grab these ones here, and then the one that hasn't been activated. It's okay. Let's choose another one that has been activated. Like this one here. That doesn't have any ink in it. So I'm rising. Okay, there we go. And then we just come in and we fill a ghost print in. We're just using lighter colours. And this one here has been activated. Interesting how that happens. I actually think I like the size of the other one though. So let's just come in and activate that one there. And then while we wait, let's decide on our other colours. So we've got yellow there. Maybe if we go for some purple and some, we'll go for red. Let's come in now and even grab one of our stencils. And then
You've got Beam tomorrow plus Sneaky Jumpstart.
See what that one. That one. Just using the stencil to make these zigzags within our ghost print. Okay, and then if we come in just following where my mandala was. Okay, and then let's come on here. And just go in with a little bit of orange. And then some red. I really want to highlight this honeycomb. And then let's see if we can do we can do a little bit more jelly printing, but maybe with a pastel because they keep their color. So let's go with a pastel. Okay, so pastel pink. You know, just a few generic trash flowers. Stash flowers that you got in your stash. Get our jelly print up. Oh, this is the metallic one. Oh dear. Okay. One minute. Metallic ones don't really have that much body. Okay. Here we go. Right. There we go. Let's just come in. Put our flowers down. And grab those butterflies again. 1 butterfly. 2 butterflies. 3. Grab some more of these flowers. I wonder if this will actually stop any of the print from coming through. Potentially not. But hey, I'm just going to try this scrap piece of rice paper. Maybe if we even come in and we go for a few leaves. Okay. And then come in. Have a look at that. That doesn't look too bad. And then if we actually come in with one minute, let's clean this as we go. Let's get our scrap piece and just run that one over. Get rid of the excess. There we go. And then I'm going to put the paint pens down. There we did. Come back in and draw some of our details in. So this one here, flower. And then This one here was also a flower. We just come in now. Okay, and then we come in. Just to use a few different colors. Okay, and then just mixing the neons and the darker tone pens together, trying to get like the color lifting a little bit. And then this is kind of what we've got so far. What if we come in with just a bit of stenciling. This isn't even in our art journal. I actually don't know why I've continued with this piece of paper now that I think about it.
What are you doing?
This is our art journal here. And this is a paper that we were gel printed on. After I realised, because we were using good quality watercolour paper, that the print wasn't coming through because of the texture. Hold up. Let's take stock for a minute now that I think about it. Okay. So we've done the two types of transfers. We've got the jelly print one done and the mixed media one, the gel medium one, needs a week to dry. I think we pull up stumps here, and next week I challenge myself to actually use this not done piece yet, because I'd like to spend at least another hour on it, not gonna lie. In this double here with Miss Amelia once we do the transfer. How's that sound? So then you guys can see how the two can mix together quite nicely. If not, we can keep going for an hour. Like, I don't know how well I'll hold up, but like, I'll try. How does that sound? So next week, because this is going to need all these dry. Like, I can still feel that it's wet. It's going to need a week. And this is our jelly print so far with just a little bit of paint pen on. Like, all I've done is come in and drawn around the bits that we had holes from. I think it's quite nice. But yes, how does that sound that we go for a week, challenge myself to use this in here, and yeah, I think that might be us. Excellent, cool. I'm getting a thumbs up over on YouTube. I'm getting a great idea. So we're gonna go with that. There's no mixed media bundle this week, obviously, because this was the week where we're just basically going back to basics with how to do image transfers. I do prefer this one. I find it a lot easier. I think it's purely because I'm heavy-handed with the gel, with the jelly plate, and also I've damaged mine, like I said, because you know, forgot it was in the car. Bippity boppity boo. Here we are. So, thank you all for coming, and yeah, shall see you next week to reveal our image transfer and to do our challenge to include this in our art journal page. So thank you all for coming, and shall see you next week. Have a wonderful week. Bye.